Alright, the Apprentice week 4, baby. This time we start things off a little different, okay? It's not early in the morning or nothing. It's like 8 p.m. or whatever. They're chilling, vibing. The phone rings and it's the homie Big Zoo. He's like, yo, you need to meet me at Crossnest Pumping Station at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Everyone's bugging out, man. Like, yo, it's Big Zoo. We jump to the next day. Crossnest Pumping Station. Tim's already there waiting for them, looking dripped out, you know what I'm saying, in his suit, fresh. Hey, Baroness Karen Brady. Lord Sugar joins them. He lets them know what this week's task is. He's like, yo, y'all need to cook up a campaign for a new brand of bottled water. You gotta build the brand, shoot a TV ad, and show off the finished product live on social media. Harry gets moved over to Team Eclipse to even the teams out. Now, usually at this point, the teams go away, they figure out who their project manager's gonna be, but this time, Lord Sugar's like, yo, forget all that. You guys are picking your PMs right now in this room. Let's go. So they huddle up in their teams. Connor puts himself forward like, yo, I got this, which makes sense because from the get-go, from jump, during every task, Connor's been like backseat driving, bro. You feel me? He's like always got something to say, man. So yeah, let him have his moment. Let him step up to the plate and see what he got to offer. In the other squad, Karishma puts herself forward, which is expected because Karishma always puts herself forward, man. And if I'm not mistaken, in all the previous joints, she's been like sub-team leader. If you had to hire someone based purely on the fact that they stand on business, never duck smoke, then it's gotta be Karishma, ain't it? So, Team Alpha got Connor as PM and Team Eclipse got Karishma. Okay, let's go! Lord Sugar's like, this task is all about creating a brand and standing out. Somebody who's been able to do that successfully is this gentleman right here. And then Big Zoo walks in, you know what I'm saying? Like, wagwan. He flexes his credentials like, yo, I'm a rapper, a TV chef, and 2 years ago I dropped the canned water called Drip. So, they're gonna pitch their campaigns to Big Zoo and a panel of experts. Aight, boom. So they got 2 days to get it popping. Karishma's like, yo, thank you for choosing me to be your project manager. I'm thinking we should bang out a water for people who are passionate about sports. And she's selling it, man. She's like, yo, I just recently got into fitness and I know how important hydration is. So if we take the angle of being healthier, you know what I'm saying, hitting the gym and staying hydrated, we could smash it. Hey, yo, big up Karishma, man. She sounds confident, relaxed. Like if I was sitting at that table, I feel like, hey, we picked the right PM. We are in good hands, baby. Meanwhile, over at Team Alpha, Connor's taking a different approach. He's put it all out on the table. He's like, okay, target audience. Does anyone have any ideas on who we're gonna be marketing this water to? So everybody's throwing ideas around like, hey, commuters, sports. Connor's like, all right, maybe let's put it up to a vote. Baroness Karen Brady is watching all of this, and she says exactly what I was thinking, man. She's like, yo, in the previous tasks, Connor had a lot to say, and now that he's in a position to actually take control and make decisions and lead with his ideas, he's not doing it. All of a sudden, he's Mr. Let's hear everybody out. Yeah, it's not easy being the one who's wearing the crown, huh? Everybody got something to say about the food until they're standing in the kitchen with mouths to feed. Alright, Team Eclipse. Karishma's working out who's gonna do what. Carrington's like, look, I can do up the social media side of things because that's what I do on a daily basis. Karishma's like, all right, girl, you're the sub-team leader, say less. She's like, bet. Megan jumps in like, hold up, wait a minute. I do a lot of marketing, a lot of advertising, you know what I'm saying? So I'd be able to lead the TV advertising team like a boss. Karishma's like, nah, I'll be taking care of the TV advertising. You can be on a team with Lawrence and Kieran, but you ain't leading squat, okay? That's not what she said, but it was implied. She's like, everybody else is on the branding team, and she's like, I want bright, bold colors, alright? Alright. Team Alpha's getting sorted into sub-teams. Roxanne gets made sub-team leader. Both teams are ready to get it popping. Alright, so Carrington's design team are like, let's get down to business. We need to think of a name. Carrington comes up with the name Thrive. She's like, I could picture it on the bottle, bright colors, you can see it at the gym. Next door, Roxanne's design team are also trying to come up with a name. Dan's like, how about we go with North? Because everybody be saying how the water up north is better. Roxanne's like, yeah, that's banging, that's banging. How about we throw a little flavor on it, like North H2O? Rajan's like, it's an okay name, but people who've never heard of the whole water is better up north thing, they might not get it, you know? And to be fair, Rajan does have a point. Well, kind of. I personally have never heard of the whole water is better up north thing, but I think the name North H2O, I think is banging. I hear the word north, I'm not necessarily thinking about the north of England. I'm just thinking of north in general. North Star, North Pole. I'm thinking cold. And the H2O, you know, I'm thinking fresh. I think the name works. Everybody else is like, yeah, we can make it work. It does sound dope. But Rajan, man, he's not letting it go. He's like, I'm just thinking about the north and south divide, you know? And I'm thinking, bro, what are your ideas then? What names do you suggest? You know what really grinds my gears? It's when someone is trying to shoot down your idea. They're telling you every reason why it sucks, but they don't have any alternative ideas themselves. They're like, yeah, I don't like it. Well, it is what it is. That's what we got. So put on a positive attitude and let's make it work. By Rajan saying what he said, he kind of messed up the whole idea. He kind of threw off the groove a little bit, because the original idea was about leaning into the north, having a tagline along the lines of North H2O. It tastes better up north. It's a bold statement. You don't have to like the North to respect them flexing, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if you put out a burger and called it the Texas Burger with the tagline, everything's bigger in Texas, you can't back down and be like, oh no, but what about if people hate Texas? And that's kind of what they're doing now, because they're like adding mountain peaks to the logo, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep the North vague. They're throwing in a compass. Now with Connor and his team, they're trying to come up with an advert. Pasha has this idea of like everyone's on their phones or whatever, and in the middle of them there's like an angel holding the bottle of water, like, oh. Back with Karishma's people, Kieran has this idea of like boxing, like a dude gets knocked out, takes a sip of the water, and gets back up. Karishma loves the idea, and now they're looking at locations to film, and everybody's like, well, we'll film in a gym, obviously. But Karishma's like, nah, I want it to be somewhere unexpected, somewhere enchanted, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere beautiful looking, and I don't want to get too literal with it. I don't want like two boxers in the ring. She's like, I want the camera to knock this dude out, like POV style. And then he drinks the water, and we have a close-up of his eyes powering up. Connor checks in with the other team like, hey, how's everything going, gang? And he's got them on speaker, and they're like, yo, we're going with North H2O, supporting you to reach your peak. Connor's like, Everyone in the car is shaking their heads like, nah, that ain't it. They're not feeling it, bro. Connor's like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not feeling the whole mountains angle. We're going with the commuters demographic. We're thinking buses, bikes, trains. Ain't nobody got time for no mountains. It's like, y'all took a deuce in the bed. The idea sucks, but we're kind of awesome, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do our best to salvage this. Karishma and the gang rock up to the location for their TV ad, and it's like this immersive cocktail bar with like foliage and weird lighting. Kieran takes off his shirt, man, ready for his close-up on that. They got a dude there with a camera, and Megan, she was meant to be the one directing the whole thing, but Karishma kind of jumps in and takes over. She's telling Kieran how to move, how to position himself, and yo, from the behind the scenes that we're getting, it looks like they're cooking with this ad, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Now with Connor's team, they've rocked up to a boat by the river. Pasha and Connor are directing, they're clashing a little bit. Rothna and Vanessa on camera, getting on the boat, drinking the water. Back with Carrington's peeps, they're designing the actual bottle, like what it's gonna physically look like. They're throwing around ideas for like colors and whatnot. What they actually end up with gets roasted by the team though. Karishma thinks it reminds her more of like a milkshake bottle, and she's not wrong. Like, Megan thinks it looks like a bottle you were forced to have in school. Kieran doesn't think the colors are popping at all. So there's nothing positive about this design, you know what I'm saying? Things ain't going that much better on the other team, man. Their thing looks more like an old-fashioned, cute milk carton type thing. Connor's like, this isn't it, bro. And he's like, what's up with the compass? Raja's like, that was my idea, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, whilst drinking the water, you're heading north, you know what I'm saying? Playing into the whole north angle. Connor isn't having it, bro. He's like, yo, my team went ham. We did our thing. Y'all were low-key trash. At one point, Vanessa's like, yo, the design team's performance was diabolical. I feel like they were purposefully trying to sabotage this task. Connor's like, going into this live, I'm gonna shake things up. He swaps with Roxanne, strips over sub-team leader position and gives it to Pasha. Pasha's like, look, I appreciate that, bro, but I got no experience with video editing and all that. Connor's like, it don't matter. I trust you more than I trust this chick out here with her mountain peaks and compass. Karishma's team are in the editing booth, cutting the raw footage they took on the TV ad. And Karishma's hands-on with it, man. She's on her knees, bro, by the screen, talking about, all right, cut it there, throw on this effect. She's being a perfectionist with it. At one point, Lawrence is like, hey, look, we've spent way too much time on this. Whether it's finished or not, let's just move on. Karishma's like, nah, bro, chill. We just need 2 more minutes to perfect it and get it popping, okay? Chill. Yo, listen, whether they win or lose, I think we can all agree that Karishma was the MVP this episode. Her passion, dedication, and hustle was unmatched. She put everything into this. Now, on the other team, Pasha has also been a perfectionist, but not with the video. She's playing around with the sound, the song that's gonna play with the ad. She's like, I don't know. This one sounds too upbeat. Let's try something else. Rajan's like, yo, let's start editing the video. What are we doing? Pasha's like, nah. We need to find the right song, okay? And yo, I know exactly where Pasha's coming from, man. Look, I'm a new YouTuber. I'm learning on the job. And I know what it's like when you're trying to find the right background music. And it can be super time consuming, man. Especially when you need to get a video out. You can get all in your head and start stressing about stuff that don't even matter. I mean, it's all about finding that balance, man, between perfectionism and just like getting it done. So they finally set on a song, and then she's like, all right, next up, let's do up the voiceover. We'll do the video clips last because, you know, she's like, we'll do the video clips last because that will be the easiest part. Oh, sweet, naive summer child. What do you mean the video clips will be the easiest parts? Okay, you're talking about color grading, going through the raw footage, picking out the parts that you want, choosing what to cut, what to keep, where to cut, transitions, effects. Like, bro, I've sometimes spent hours editing a video, okay? Alright, with Connor's gang, they're getting props together, getting ready for the live TV joint. So Big Zoo and the other experts have got the phone out, and they're gonna watch the live streams and see what the teams are working with. Connor comes on camera like, yo, stop scrolling. In 5 minutes, you get to decide who will get doused and covered in water. Is it gonna be Roxanne? And Roxanne slides into frame, big energy, cleavage game popping. Is it gonna be Levi? Levi rocks into the frame. He's got a bike helmet on his head. It all feels natural and like the right level of like TikTok, YouTube shorts, clickbaity energy. You know what I'm saying? They all look comfortable on camera. It's super chaotic. They showcase the water bottle. They drop a few facts. They do up a countdown and Levi gets doused in the water, which is a shame because I was kind of looking forward to seeing Roxanne. So the experts on Big Zoo are like, yo, the North H2O gang had a good hook. They look great on camera. 10 out of 10, no notes. Okay. Next up is Team Thrive. You got Carrington, Megan, and Priyash. And they're having a good time, man. The vibes are vibing, but it's more like a straightforward sale pitch. Like the kind of thing you'd see at night on one of those phoned-in product adverts, you know what I'm saying, when you're scrolling through the TV. At one point, Andrea joins them, you know what I'm saying? It's messy. One of the experts makes a valid point. He's like, yo, the other team, it was chaos, but it was like controlled chaos. But with this team, it's just chaos. And yo, I agree, man. It was like good energy, but it felt unscripted and like there was no plan. Alright, so now it's time for the pitch, baby! Rajan's up there fighting for his life. He's trying to defend why they decided to go with the carton. He's trying to defend the logo, the branding. I don't know whose idea it was to have Rajan up there because he doesn't even look like he believes what he's saying. And then boom, they play the ad for them and respectfully, it's trash! Like, basically, you have like Vanessa, right? She's being asked like, hey, where's this boat going? She's like, north. And then everybody's on the boat. Rothner rocks through drinking the water. And Vanessa's like, hey, what's that water you're drinking? And she's like, North H2O. And that's the ad. Hey, yo, shout out to the experts because they're trying to be kind, man. This dude, his name's Joylan. He's the founder of the creative agency 10 Days. He's like, yo, I think the ad was a little dull, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're scrolling on your phone, would you really stop to check it out? Vanessa does a good job of defending the ad. She's like, yes, I would stop scrolling to check out the ad because it's someone that looks like me commuting, you know what I'm saying? This chick, Joanna, she's the head of marketing at Can of Water. She's like, yo, your target market is commuters. What made you go with the whole mountains and compass branding? Rajan tries to like come up with the reason. Is like, well, it's north, right? So like you're down, you drink the water and you go up. You know what I'm saying? You go north. I don't know if they're convinced, gang. I don't know. So now it's Thrive's turn, and the homie Lawrence, he leads the pitch, and he's passionate, selling it. They show him the ad, and yo, big up to Karishma for taking her time with like editing the ad, because it looks fire. It's fast-paced, quick cuts, hard-hitting music. Kieran gets knocked out. He drinks the water, his eyes open. He's got that energy back. He gets up, and boom. Big Zoo's like, yo, I love the ad. It was electric. But they don't let them off that easy, man. They point out the design of the bottle. Like, yo, it's a little bit of a letdown. Boom. We're in the boardroom. Lord Sugar has them talk through the process. They're fighting for their lives, man. Every little mistake they made gets brought up. They play their ads for Lord Sugar, Tim, and Baroness Karen Brady. And obviously, Connor's team gets dissed. They're like, this is boring. It's old-fashioned. Karishma's team wins, okay? Obviously. Let's go. So now Connor, he gotta come back with two people. He brings Rajan and Roxanne back with him. And they are fighting for their lives in that boardroom, man. But ultimately, it's Roxanne who gets fired, bro. Peace out, Roxanne. And yo, I hate to see her go, you know what I'm saying? But I love to see her walk away. So that was the episode, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to grow this community, man. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot. And yo, till next time, you take care of yourself, fam, because I love you.